Hello, everyone. Welcome back to TG13. Don't go anywhere. We're going to do the fantasy football mock draft, a 10-teamer on ESPN. I went ahead and selected. I'm the first pick. I haven't done a first overall pick yet. I just wanted to see from that position what it's like, what it feels like to have Jonathan Taylor on my team because I never have Jonathan Taylor, and I want to see what I can get in the later rounds. You know, there's such a long time in between picks. So yeah, just wanted to give it a shot. Do you go running back, quarterback, tight end? What happens? So yeah, this weekend we talked a little bit about Madden. Madden was a big thing this weekend with the reveal trailer coming out. I did a couple of videos on that yesterday and the day before. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a mock draft today. So yeah, that's what I went ahead and did. I had the best mock draft I've ever had in my life yesterday. And as soon as I hit the save button, the whole thing froze, my whole computer. I know nobody's going to believe me. They're like, yeah, whatever. That was the best draft I've ever had. I had Najee Harris and Joe Mixon as my starting running backs. I also had Josh Jacobs. So my running backs were definitely set. And you guys know how I am on running backs. I love them. So very excited. And then, like I said, it froze. My computer froze. Wasn't able to do anything with it, so it was a wasted video, wasted hour. But that's fine. We're back here today. Beautiful Sunday here in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. It's 82 degrees outside, so nice and sunny. Like I said, do a little draft. So you guys know who I'm going with. I'm going Jonathan Taylor. Cooper Kupp, I'm not going to take over number one overall. And then Christian McCaffrey, Austin Eckler. I'm going to go to Jonathan Taylor here. I mean, how could you not? I do see a lot of people going Austin Eckler there or Christian McCaffrey. I've seen a few times. So let's go ahead and saw Jamar Chase go 2. Cooper Kupp went 3. That's a little crazy. Can't believe we saw Jamar Chase go that high. The guy must be a huge Bengals fan. It must be Cody. Cody, welcome to the mock draft. I have my brother texting me. We're talking a little bit of football right now. And again, if you've never been on this channel, we talk all things football, from regular NFL to fantasy football to obviously mock drafts, all the way to Madden. So we talk a lot of football on this channel. So if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe at the bottom. Trying to get those subscribers up, and so I can make more content. And Austin Eckler goes 5. Justin Jefferson 6. Guys, such a long wait in between picks. Whole lot of wide receivers. Devontae Adams. Dalvin Cook. Okay. Man. I feel like I should go take a nap. I don't pick again for another 3 hours. I feel like I'm in an alternate shot golf tournament and my partner just keeps hitting the ball out of bounds. I'm just sitting here. There's so much I want to say and do, but I can't do anything. There we go. Najee Harris went 10. Derrick Henry 11. That's pretty far for him. I have Derrick Henry as my number one overall running back, but not gonna sleep on Jonathan Taylor this year. He's got a much better quarterback than what he had last year, which opens up opens up the offense, so the defense is not stacking the box. Joe Mixon went 13. That's who I was going to try to get. I knew he wouldn't be there. Patrick Mahomes went 12. Stephon Diggs, Deebo Samuel. There was a fake Dilla account this morning saying that Deebo is being traded to the Jaguars, and a bunch of people jumped on that. That was pretty funny to watch. He had to come out and say that wasn't him. Then you have Alvin Kamara, Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, Leonard Fournette. So right now I can go James Conner, Javonte Williams, Aaron Jones, Cam Akers. Probably go Javonte Williams. Much better offense. I know that they brought Melvin Gordon back, but I think I'm going to go Javonte Williams there. And I'll probably go another running back. Do I want James Conner, Aaron Jones? I'm not huge on Cam Akers right now. I guess I should probably go wide receiver. I'll go Keenan Allen. As much as I really wanted to go running back there, I did need a wide receiver. So that's the end of the second round. Third round, you have James Conner, Aaron Jones. Kind of got in a tough spot. I really wanted to go Mark Andrews. If you guys saw, I kind of stopped on his name. And I'm like, oh, I want to so bad. But no, we'll get a tight end later. T. Higgins, Saquon Barkley, Cam Akers. I was doing a little bit of scouting of Clyde Edwards-Helaire last night. I couldn't sleep. It was probably 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And I woke up and I'm like, yeah, I'll do a little bit of scouting. And I was just looking at his numbers. And, Ronald Jones is somebody I'm very interested in that offense. He didn't get a lot of playing time. He had a couple fumbles. You know how Bruce Arians is. Just put him on the bench. Leonard Fournette took over that backfield. But Ronald Jones, not somebody I liked when he was in Tampa. You see there, Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, Mike Evans. But he's somebody I'm very interested in that offense. Clyde's just, I had huge expectations of him, and he just didn't live up to it. And I think they're getting to that point where, it's almost, not time to move on, but it's about time to move on. Nick Chubb, A.J. Brown. And I saw last night, Clyde Edwards-Helaire run a 4.6. That's for somebody that is supposed to be a pass catcher. He can't break tackles. He runs a 4.6. I saw his ADOT last year was negative 1.1 yards. So he's catching the ball behind the line of scrimmage. Can't break tackles, and he's not fast. So I just don't see that working out well for him. DK Metcalf. Let's see who we're looking at. All right. Hopefully Josh Jacobs is available. I can pick up my other running back. Then I'll have to go, or Breece Hall. I get him as well. So either one of those two, J.K. Dobbins. Go ahead and do one of these. And then wide receiver, maybe a Michael Pittman. I love Mike Williams. I might go Amari. I love Mike Williams. That's getting a little bit later than Keenan Allen. David Montgomery, I'm not huge on. DK Metcalf, DJ Moore. So those running backs should still be available. So I can snag a running back and a wide receiver again. Maybe. I was reading something earlier. They were talking about, is Deshaun Watson, is he going to actually play this year? If not, you're looking at Jacoby Brissett. I don't think Baker's going to be playing there. So is that going to hurt Amari Cooper or not? And that's something to look for. We do all the mock drafts you want right now. But something – all right, so I'm going to go Breece Hall, get my other running back, and I'm going to go Michael Pittman. Much better. Why would I want to draft Antonio Gibson? Much better quarterback this year. Still got the offensive line. I'm going to go Michael Pittman. Anyways, back to Amari Cooper. With Jacoby Brissett throwing the rock, how's Nick Chubb going to look? How's Kareem Hunt going to look? Obviously, how's Amari going to look? Njoku. Njoku might be a steal. If Brissett's freaking out, throw to the tight end, throw to the backup option, scrambling around. So go back here. So yeah, Deontay Johnson. Kenny Pickett scares me. Antonio Gibson, that whole team scares me. I don't want nothing to do with Washington right now. You have Carson Wentz, which is just ruins the team. Kyle Pitts at tight end, Brandon Cooks, Josh Allen, Travis Etienne. Did some stuff with him last night again. Did some scouting at him last night a little bit just because I keep seeing him jump up draft boards. So just looking at that. Marquise Brown, Mike Williams, Justin Herbert. So here your quarterbacks are starting to go off the board. Now, I did a thing yesterday, and again, you guys didn't see it because my computer froze. But I think there's about 15 starting quarterbacks if Deshaun's playing that you could draft and you'd feel fine with it. I want to get off quarterback, so that's not all I'm looking at. Dusty Dean, Marquise Brown, Mike Williams, Justin Herbert, Amari Cooper, Cordell Patterson, Kareem Hunt, Chris Godwin, Elijah Mitchell. So your running backs are starting to go off the board again. So now you're starting to look at wide receiver. I've got Jerry Jeudy, got Hunter Renfrow. There's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I've got Darren Waller if I really wanted to get a tight end right here, which I might. I kind of want to double up at wide receiver. I might go Jerry Jeudy and snag Gabe Davis down there. Hunter Renfrow, Miles Sanders, and George Kittle. So, yeah, I'm going to go Jerry Jeudy on that offense. He's got all sorts of talent. And then I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to go ahead and grab Don't trust the quarterback. Already got the number one option. Good quarterback. I just don't know about Michael Thomas, where his head's at. Like I was just saying, I don't know what's going on there. I think Ronald Jones is going to take that over. Tyler Lockett, don't trust the quarterback. Great quarterback. He's got a great number one. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and take him anyways. So right now I have Jonathan Taylor, Javonte Williams, Keenan Allen, Michael Pittman Jr., Breece Hall, Jerry Jeudy, Gabe Davis. So I'm really liking this team. I've got the running backs. Our receivers aren't high, and that's okay. I'm going to have enough of them where it's fine. But if you look, I'm going for the guys with the good quarterbacks. Michael Pittman Jr., he does have Matt Ryan, way better than Carson Wentz last year. So might not be, Josh Allen right now, but, he is getting later in his career, and Matt Ryan. But that's fine. He's still a good quarterback. He still has an arm. So I like Michael Pittman there. And then Gabe Davis, like I said, with Josh Allen. So really liking this team so far. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Darnell Mooney, Juju Smith-Schuster. You see Lamar Jackson, Dalton Schultz, Cortland Sutton. You'll start to see more tight ends and quarterbacks go here, which is fine. It's going to leave a couple of these rookies available, and I could always get you guys know the running backs I like. If you've watched this channel before, I like Kenny Walker. Ronald Jones is another one like I keep talking about. James Cook and Dameon Pierce and Algier and Atlanta. So Jalen Hurts went off the board. I had him in my draft yesterday. I got him, I think it was about a round later than what he's projected. So he goes 68 here. He's projected to go 81. Drake London, Devin Singletary. I'm going to pick up your number one running back here before long. Go the next round. Maybe not. What are we looking at? Okay. Round 8. DeAndre Hopkins, TJ Hawkinson. I had him on my team yesterday as well. Allen Robinson, Michael Thomas, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Tyler Lockett, Kyler Murray. Quarterbacks are still coming off. Dak Prescott, Tom Brady. Okay. So I'm going to go. I could go quarterback, but I'm going to try to skip that. I have Elijah Moore, Devontae Smith, Treylon Burks, Rashad Bateman. Get the number one wide receiver in Baltimore. I'm tempted to go Christian Kirk. He's going to get over 100 targets this year. They don't have much to throw to. They're going to be down a lot. Same thing with Elijah Moore. He's just got more playmakers around him. Devontae Smith has got a lot of playmakers around him. Treylon Burks. I think I'm going to go Christian Kirk there. I don't know if he'll get 1,000 yards, but he'll be close to 1,000 yards. He's about the only option right now they have it at wide receiver outside of Marvin Jones Jr., who I love. Great player. He's just getting up there in age. All right, so now I can go. Let's see what's going on here. Brent Ayuk, Elijah Moore, Devontae Smith, Traylon Burks, Damian Harris, Aaron Rodgers. So now I feel okay with taking a quarterback. I'd go quarterback, tight end. See what quarterbacks are available. Yeah, that's huge news with San Francisco pretty much coming out and saying that Trey Lance is the starter this year. And somebody else to keep an eye on is Tua. That team's so fast. It's going to be crazy to watch this year. Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson. So there's a couple of rookies went off the board. Zach Ertz got his tight end. Yeah, Tua's got some playmakers around him now. It'd be a fun team to watch. There we go. A.J. Dillon. That's a good pick. Why are you already picking a defense, dude? Who is that team, Slater? Who else are you picking? Oh, you're just going right down. Okay. Oh, you have two tight ends. Hey, man. You do you, bro. Chase Edmonds, Joe Burrow, Russell Wilson, Dallas Goedert, Adam Thielen, Kadarius Toney, Chase Claypool. So right here, I'd go Matt Stafford. I'm going to go Derek Carr. How many other teams need quarterbacks? Got one, got one, got one, got one, got one, got one. All right, so I'm going to hold off on quarterback. Tony Pollard, Michael Carter. I'm going to go Tony Pollard here. I like him in Dallas. I don't know about Zeke this year. And after that, I'm going to go Kenny Walker. And so I totally just went off of what the quarterbacks, and that's fine. There's still a couple quarterbacks available. You got Derek Carr, you got Trey Lance. Hopefully they're still available. If not, I am picking probably Tua. But I really like this team right now. Jonathan Taylor, Javonte Williams, Keenan Allen, Michael Pittman, Breece Hall, Jerry Jeudy, Gabe Davis, Rashad Bateman, Christian Kirk. I'm going high upside on these guys. Tony Pollard, same thing. And then Kenny Walker, more than likely the starter there in Seattle. And the crazy thing is there's still players available. Like, I want Sky Moore. Michael Carter, Rashad Penny, Matthew Stafford, Deshaun Watson, Mike Gesicki, Pat Freiermuth, Christian Watson, Melvin Gordon. I want Sky Moore because I want somebody on that offense. And then I have to go – then I'm done. I have to go quarterback, tight end. So I'm not going to be able to get James Cook, and that's fine. Alan Lazard goes. Russell Gage. Derek Carr. Looks like I'm going to have to go Tua. And then the rest of these are all autos, it looks like. Come on, guy. You just back out and you just letting the... So I'm the only one left, it looks like. It looks like everybody else is all auto-picked. Or auto-picking. That's fun. Well, that makes the last couple rounds boring. Alexander Madison, Ronald Jones, Michael Gallup, Jacoby Myers, Jamison Williams, Sky Moore, Robert Woods. Yep, saw that coming. All right, so I'm going to go quarterback here. I'm going to go ahead and go Trey Lance. And then at tight end, I'm going to go Dawson Knox. So it really sucks that all these guys are auto-picking. James Cook, Ramondre Stevenson, James Robinson, Hunter Henry, Noah Fant, Gronk, Justin Fields. It's all right. Got Tyler Boyd down here. Got Jarvis Landry still. Got Damian Pierce. My wide receivers. I might just go ahead and pick up Dameon Pierce. Can't really go wrong with any of those guys this late in the draft. Jarvis Landry, John Dodson, Kenny Galladay. Yeah, this last round, you're just trying to get somebody with huge upside. So he's got it if one of his other wide receivers gets hurt. But Dameon Pierce could, or LGO could probably be the starter in their backfields, which definitely helps. McCole Hardman, MBS, Jamison Crowder, Marvin Jones, Irv Smith, David Njoku. So I'm going to go. I'm going to go Dameon Pierce. And then I guess I have to go defense. That's fine. So we'll go ahead and finish up this draft. Go ahead and get the kicker. Then we'll just go over the team one more time. I really like this draft. I'm really liking these 10-teamers. I might have to go do a 12-teamer just to see the difference here. But if you're in the 10-team, there's still so many players available here in the late rounds. I can't look at them all. I'm stuck on kickers. But, I mean, I'm getting rookie running backs that could be the starter by mid-year. In my last pick of my normal picks was at 15, 14, pick 14, around 14. I mean, that's crazy. So there's no reason to fret. Again, I would always go running back early. You can punt the wide receiver position, tight end, quarterback. I mean, I went with Trey Lance. That's fine. If I really wanted to, I could even go Matt Ryan. I mean, later on, I could have Trey Lance and Matt Ryan. And, I can't get my guy. Man. All right. So to finish up this video, again, if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and leave a comment. What position or what pick did I mess up? What would you have done different? Do you like this draft? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the highest. I really like it. I'll give it an 8. My wide receivers aren't the strongest, but there's a lot of potential there. I love my running backs. I got Jonathan Taylor, Javonte Williams, Keenan Allen, Breece Hall. So I loaded up at running back there pretty early. Then I went wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver. I went Michael Pittman, Jerry Jeudy, Gabriel Davis, Rashad Bateman, high upside. So right here you got the starting running backs. You've got Keenan Allen, the number 1 on his team with a great quarterback. You have Breece Hall here, more than likely going to be the starting running back there. I'm not saying he's going to be a bell cow, but he's going to get a lot of carries. Michael Pittman, the number 1 with Matt Ryan, who's aging, but he's still a good quarterback. Jerry Jeudy, the number 1 there in Denver. Gabriel Davis, the number 2, but has a great quarterback in Josh Allen. Rashad Bateman, I know they don't run the ball, or they don't throw the ball a lot. And when I say a lot, they don't throw it 60% of the time. But still, you have the number 1 wide receiver there in Rashad Bateman, who had flashes last year. You have Christian Kirk, going to be on a bad team. There's not a lot of options. He's going to get a ton of targets, which is, high upside. He could turn those into touchdowns, turn them into yards. I have Tony Pollard. Again, I'm not a huge fan of Zeke this year. I know Tony Pollard's got the fresh legs. I think Zeke's about to hit that point. Not saying it's as bad as Todd Gurley with his knees, but I think Zeke's about to hit that point where he starts to regress. And Tony Pollard with those fresh legs coming in, I really like that, especially later in the season. Kenny Walker, who I believe is going to be the starting running back in Seattle. They're going to be a bad team, but that's fine. He's going to get the carries. Trey Lance didn't have much to work with, but with San Francisco coming out and pretty much saying that he's going to be the starter this year, they're going to trade or cut Garoppolo. I really like that pick. He's got the rushing upside. Dawson Knox, I just needed a tight end. I could always get somebody later. Cole Kmet is somebody that I've been looking at. They don't have a lot there in Chicago. Justin Fields has to throw the ball, and it's Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet's hitting his 3rd year. This is about the point where he breaks out. So that's somebody I could get later in the draft as well. But I went with Dawson Knox. Again, great quarterback. They're a really good team. Then I went with Dameon Pierce. Could be the starting running back there in Houston. And then defense and kicker, it is what it is. So again, if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. Um, this channel it's all things football. Like I said at the beginning, it's NFL. We talk a ton of NFL. I do like to talk Jaguars, but if you guys leave comments below, we can always go back and forth. We can always do live streams where everybody's just posting everything. We do that on the weekends, do it like on a Friday night or something. We do talk fantasy football. Obviously, we just did a mock draft, and I talk Madden. So I'm one of those guys that I love football and I love to sit here and drink beer and just hang out and talk. So if you're one of those people like to do the same thing, like throw this on, maybe your wife's at the movies with their friends, or your kids are out doing something, you're just hanging at home with the dog, you want to talk some football, it's July and there's nothing going on, make sure you subscribe to this channel and we'll be on here. All right, everybody, we'll have a good rest of the Sunday. Peace.